All right, so here it is, YMCA of the Foothills digital display. So just a quick tour around. I have it frozen right now. Upper left, we got your logo and the YMCA of the Foothills name. And so every 2 minutes or so, that fades into the next variation of the color scheme. So it goes through all five of them. And then down below that is the main video zone, which you guys can log into brightsignetwork.com with a username and password that I'll give you. And you guys can upload new content and rearrange the playlist whenever you want. And it's called the dynamic playlist. So you guys are, in control of what plays in what order. And then when it comes to the end of the dynamic playlist, I'll go ahead and hit play here. When it comes to the end of the dynamic playlist, then it will go to our live video feed of whatever room, whatever class you've got going, and then text pops up, going on now, or whatever we want it to say. We can customize it. Right now we're seeing my backyard, and there's me. And okay, heading back inside. Right now it's set up for 30 seconds. And that little time code up in the top corner of the video, that we can remove that, no problem. Actually, we need to talk about that, the live video. I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here on Jeff. And okay, so the live video, the camera that I thought would work just fine, the video is fine, the stream is fine, it connects to the player. The problem is that you need to put in a username and password to actually see the stream, and the player, the BrightSign player, needs it to just be anonymous, no login necessary, here's the feed. So the way I got around that for the demo is I have the camera running to my computer, which then a program called VLC is taking that stream and restreaming it with no authentication needed, and then that restreamed version of it is what I'm sending to the BrightSign player. So that's not really a good permanent solution. We're going to have to find a different camera that can allow for anonymous viewing. Okay, I'm going to hit play again. But that is really the only hiccup or hang up that we have right now. I've worked through a lot of little issues, little problems to get everything real nice and solid. Anyway, so let's talk about the layout again. So you got the main video, and then just to the right of that, we've got two image blocks. So that, get connected, join us on Facebook, and below that, little ad that I made up for myself. Those can't be controlled by the dynamic playlist. We can only have one of those per display, but it's as easy as just emailing it to me, and then I can get it into the mix. So I'm thinking those would probably be updated less often than the full screen, or not the full screen, but the large zone images, and the text right there where it says the Farsi language class meets weekly every Sunday. That area is also updated online at brightsignetwork.com with the login that I'll give you. Any new little text messages that you put on there will show up on the display less than 5 minutes. I can't remember if it's 1 minute or 5 minutes, but no more than 5 minutes. It'll be in the mix, and I think those change every 27, 30 seconds, somewhere in there. But that is something that you guys are in control of. You can go in, add new announcements, take off old ones, whatever you want to do. Okay, and so now moving over to the weather block. So we've got the current temperature reported from a weather station that's really close to you guys, Sagebrush area, and see that whole block. I've had to spend a lot of time really figuring out how to make that information come through in a nice stylized way. You may remember the Santa Maria display kind of just had a whole bunch of weather information just there, no real styling to it. It was just there. But I know we wanted to simplify what were, the information and improve the look of it. So I've learned a lot about XML and PHP and Visual Basic scripting, and it's been intense. But anyway, I think we've got a good looking, solid display right there, and that information is coming from website Weather Underground or wunderground.com. And because we're using one of their API keys, part of the terms of use is we need to credit them, so that's why we've got that little logo at the bottom. But anyway, so you get the current temperature, today's forecast, and kind of a short description of the conditions, mostly cloudy, and then tomorrow's forecast is just below that. And then to the right of that, you got the clock and the day and the month and date. And then that space just below there, we could just leave it just as it is, but I'm kind of thinking it might be cool to have, if today is a holiday, then in that little space, the name of the holiday shows up there. If you like that idea, let me know and I can make it happen. Otherwise, we'll just leave it just as it is. Overall, I'm just really happy with the balance and the look of the display like this. I hope you guys are too. Let's see, what else needs to be covered? Oh, I didn't mention the download our app. That QR code, I think it might be the next ad that comes up where Facebook is right now. Anyway, the QR code that is going to show up, if you scan it with a iPhone or an iOS device, there it is. If you scan it with an iPhone, it's going to take you to the iTunes App Store and right to your app. If you scan it with a Droid device, it's going to take you to the Google Play Store entry for your app. So it's automatically going to route you to the right place for your device. And I looked and I didn't find if you had one for Windows Phone or BlackBerry. I looked but didn't see one. So, but if you do develop those, then we can change that out. But anyway, that's just another little detail that hope you guys appreciate. Now you can see there's content on here for Santa Maria Valley YMCA, the financial assistance thing there, that the main video that's playing right now, I think it ends with a tag for Santa Maria Valley Y, but that's this is a national video right there that I can make a version for you guys. Right there where it says the join today, we can put your information down below that, if that's something that you want to keep on your display. And then obviously all these testimonials are local to Santa Maria. Let's see. I think that about covers it. Take a look, pass it around, let me know your thoughts, and I guess the next step is going to be get a different camera. I mean, it would be easy to find a camera that does what we need, but I want to keep your guys' costs down, so I don't want to just grab the first one that works because it's going to be $200 or $300 or more, whereas the one that I've got running right now was I think $150, and besides that one thing about the anonymous login, it's perfect beyond that. So I'm hoping we can find something around that same price point. But I will look into that. And then the next step is getting the XD players that can take HDMI in, so that you guys can have live TV displaying in that main window, and then everything else around it could be the same as what you see here. You still have a place for image ads, like this Healthy Spirit Sound Mind. So any large ads that you're doing for this display, you can repurpose them for the live TV display by just making a smaller version that would go off to the right. And then the text announcements, those stay, and the weather stays, and the time stays. So I think we've got everything pretty well covered. Sorry to ramble on, but I'm excited. So take a look. Let me know what you think. Give me a call or send me an email, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.